Alright guys, JH6 back again with another video. I'm going to talk about Glocks today, right? Because everybody likes Glocks. I got a few Glocks in here. And I'm going to talk about this because I've been getting this question, which Glock do I recommend? Which one? Which one is the best Glock? And it's kind of one of those questions that is hard, extremely hard to answer because each single one have the capabilities. Each single one has good things. Each single one has bad things and things that you need to consider. So with that being said, I'm going to give you my best try to answer this question. And the first thing is going to be like, you need to realize what caliber do you want. So before you even go into what Glock you want to know the caliber, because every single Glock is, Glocks, you have the 45, you have the 380, you have the 9mm, you have the 40, all that stuff. So you need to realize what caliber do you want. And to me, it's simple. I enjoy the 45 and I enjoy the 9mm. Now, the 45 is more like a range thing for me. I dig it, self-defense, but not so much. The 9mm is the round that I prefer if I ever find myself in a situation like survival, and there's a lot of different reasons why I picked the 9mm. I'm not going to talk about it in this video. Just check out the channel. I got a lot of videos coming up and a lot of videos that I talk about that. So because I prefer the 9mm, you're going to have to stick to the Glock 17, the Glock 19, which the Glock 17 is the full sight. The Glock 19, let me show it to you guys. This is the 17 right here. The Glock 19 is going to be more like in the middle side, the compact kind of side. This is one of the highly favored by everyone. Then you got the Glock 43, which I got right here. And this is going to be more for concealed carry. And then finally, guys, I put the Glock 42 just because I dig it. I really do dig the Glock 42. Just a little gun that works really well. This is a 380. And this gun does serve a purpose for me. Now, before I tell you which gun do I recommend for you to buy, I got to tell you something. I just cannot tell you which one. I just can't do that because there's more information that takes place before I could even make a recommendation. Before I even could tell you, hey, you know what, you should buy this one. I don't like doing that. What I would recommend you to do is to go to the range, like everybody says, put some rounds down range, check out some guns, and then make the decision. And I know everybody says that, and people go like, man, that's what everybody says, but the reality is that that's the best way. You need to know what you're buying. You need to know how to shoot. You need to know how it feels in your hand. And you know, the only way to do that is to go to the range and put some rounds down range. That's just how it is. So now, before I get into that, guys, I got to tell you, I talked about this in the past, Glocks are great guns, are really reliable, really dependable, work really well. And there's a mosquito trying to attack me. And they're just great gun, but there's some things that I just don't like. I don't like the serration. I think the slide is a little bit too slippery, in my opinion. The ergos are okay, but they're not great. So again, serrations, the slide, kind of slippery. Ergos, okay. I mean, overall, it's a great gun. Don't get me wrong. It's an awesome gun. But it's not the best thing you could buy out there. A lot of Glock fans are kind of blind to the Glock. Oh, the Glock is the best thing. And I shot all the guns out there that are far superior, and I really enjoy them. So first of all, like I said, go to the range, put some rounds down range, and don't get so, oh, I gotta have a Glock. There's a lot of good choices out there. MMPs are great. The SIG are great. The P320 that we review here in the channel is amazing. I mean, there's a lot of great guns out there. But again, the answer to answer that question, because I'm a little bit rambling right here, which gun do I recommend? I think you need to have a purpose. What is your purpose? What are you going to be using it for? Because again, I like my Glock 17 a lot. I dig it. I use it for home defense. I think it's a great choice. This carries actually 17 plus 1 rounds on 9mm. It's great, but just like every other Glock that I have in here, the size has to be changed. I would recommend you guys to change the size. They're plastic and I just don't like them. So think about that. When you buy a Glock, you're going to have to change the size most likely, because you're just not going to like them. If you actually run your pistol through training, through survival situation and things like that, those sizes are just not reliable and I just don't like it. But again, this is a great choice, but this is more for home defense, survival situation, duty pistol. If you try to conceal this gun, you're definitely going to have some issues because it's not concealable as easy as the other guns. Again, mosquitoes killing me. Now we go to the Glock 19. Great gun. You lose about 2 rounds of capacity. Again, you're going to have 15 plus 1. Worst grade. This firearm could be utilized for home defense. The firearm could be concealed as well. It's not the best concealed pistol out there, but it conceals okay. So again, this is what a lot of people would recommend you, Glock 19, because again, you can utilize this handgun in multiple applications, and this is a very good choice. So if you got to pick one, I think this is a pretty good choice. Again, you could utilize it for a lot of different applications, but now we go into the little ones. We go into the Glock 26. We go into the Glock 43. We go into the Glock 42. Now we're talking about smaller guns that are more dedicated for concealed carry. Here it is, guys. Glock 43, again, the same issues. The slide is a little bit slippery. All that stuff that I already talked about. This one has trigical nice size. But again, this handgun is kind of expensive still, you know? I mean, Glock charging, some people charging a lot of money for this little Glock. I don't see why, because in my opinion, the Glock, the M&P Shield is a better choice for the better price. But again, a lot of people are charging a lot of money, but this firearm is more for concealed carry. This is not a home defense. This is not a duty gun. This is not a survival gun. This is a concealed carry piece. You got 6 plus 1. And again, you're going to lose a lot of capacity. So if your purpose is to conceal carry, definitely a great choice. We go to the Glock 42. And the Glock 26, guys, 26. I actually shot the Glock 26 the other day, HotShot, and it was just a blast to do. Great choice as well, but again, you're going to go down to the Glock 26. You're going to lose some capacity. I think it's 10 plus 1, which is still pretty good, but you're going to lose some stuff that you don't get with the full-size handgun. But again, if your purpose is to conceal carry, definitely a good choice, just like the Glock 42 right here. If your purpose is to conceal carry, definitely a good choice. So it's kind of hard to answer that question. It's kind of hard to tell you which gun do I recommend, which Glock do I recommend, because I don't know you. I don't know what your purpose is. If you're looking for concealed carry, you know, Glock 42, Glock 43, Glock 26, great choices. But if you're looking for home defense, now you have to go to the Glock 17, because this gun is going to give you capabilities that the other gun is just not going to give you, or it's not going to give you as good. Again, if you go down to the little gun, you're losing capacity, you're losing a range, you're losing, this gun's a little bit more difficult to shoot because it's smaller. I mean, you're losing a lot of stuff than staying with the full-size handgun. Again, this one, now you're losing the fact that it's not concealable as a smaller one. So, again, guys, every gun is going to give you a capability. Every gun is going to give you a vulnerability. So you need to realize what your purpose is. And from there, you need to make a decision. And most importantly, you need to train and practice, because training and practice is what's going to keep you alive. So let me know what you think. Put comments down below. If you like this type of videos, click like, subscribe to the channel, share the videos, and God is in control.